Motherfucker, I've been mortified, fortified, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45. Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my niggas die. Knock you off a base with a bat when them niggas slide. Homicide, genocide, televised, emphasize, perpetuating war to that nigga.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going over the loose ends that I have been buttoning up over the last week. I've been driving it for about 2 weeks with the Solid Axle Swap kit. If you're new, this is my 2004 LLY Duramax. I've got a Dana 60 underneath on King coilovers, WFO 6-inch kit. We're gonna get into like the little odds and ends of this truck. We're gonna be going over the things I've changed, things I need to change, and what the future plans are for this truck. So starting off, these King coilovers have done me very well. The one thing the Chevy front ends do great is they ride amazing, which is nice, but it doesn't justify the problems with it. So these King coilovers have solved that problem very well. They ride just as good as the factory suspension. For having a solid axle under it, I've ridden in F250s, I've owned F250s with this same axle in it, and this rides better than any of those trucks with Fox shocks or Bilstein shocks. This just rides great. Yeah, that was one thing I was worried about switching over to a solid axle was the ride. It rides amazing. I have no complaints about the ride. Now at the end of the last video, you might have noticed that this was sitting a lot higher, and I gave it a week to settle down and have the coilovers break in. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but it did settle down just a little bit. So I ended up putting the truck up on the lift and adjusting the height right here at the height adjuster. And yeah, now it sits perfectly level, maybe a little bit higher in the front, but I like it how it sits right now. I think it looks perfect. That's the only adjustment I've had to do on these coilovers, or pretty much any of the kit at all, other than the steering, which we'll get into right now. So under here, you'll notice I've got the stock tie rod, and I ended up getting the tie rod and the drag link from the original Dana 60 off the 06 F250. So this tie rod needs to go. It's got the original tie rod ends on it. It's a little loose on the road. I could feel it coming up here on the trail. Whenever I'd hit a bump, tires have some play in them. So definitely either going to replace the tie rod ends on this or go over to the full Heim steer kit. Not 100% sure. Drop it in the comments what you think I should do. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm open to suggestions on that. One thing I did not notice when I put the kit on originally, I had the steering box and the pitman arm off center, so it turned farther left than it did right. So I have fixed that since, so this drag link is all good. I also dialed in the alignment and got the steering wheel straight, so everything's good from there. Just whenever you're doing a kit like this, just make sure you don't touch your steering wheel while it's disconnected from the pitman arm. Other than that, the steering's been great, other than a little bit of looseness on the tie rods, but that's an easy fix and not a problem for me at all. Here's just a quick video of it going down the road. Track's very straight. No-handed right now. So with the front end kind of wrapped up, let's talk about the plans for the rear end. All right, here's the back half of the truck. I didn't really touch on it much in the original video, but in this video, I'll tell you, it's fully custom built. I had a shop in Caldwell do the flat deck and some CNC cutting up here. And then I did all this, built the rack, and put the roof nest on there. That's I don't know what model it is, but it's a roof nest, hard shell roof tent. And then we got a CVT awning and a propane bottle mount. We've got a spare tire mount in the back with a full-size Vision wheel with a 37. All right, sorry, just had a couple people come by and ask about the rig, but yeah. So we've got a 37 13.5 full-size spare in the back with a Vision beadlock wheel. And then I don't know where the spare tire mount came from. I've had it for a very long time, so I don't remember the brand or anything like that. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen, but I don't know. I have no idea where I got it. These little L brackets right here are for some T-slot, so I can put a snowboard mount on the side. And then I've got a bike rack mount on the other side. My goal is to make this truck as versatile as possible and be able to do everything I want it to do. So I do a lot of snowboarding and mountain biking and a lot of outdoor stuff. So I need this truck to be able to keep up and be able to do all that for me. Eventually, I do want to put a camper on the back. I built this system so it all unbolts and I can have a full bed. Even the spare tire just unbolts. I've just got some grade 8 bolts here, or 3 on there, 1 there on each side, and then 2 up there. And yeah, that's how that whole system goes together. And then all these lights right here are on quick release plugs, so I can just tuck all the wiring behind the bed, store it, and then whenever I want to put this back on, I just pull all the wires back out and then clip them back in. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the rear suspension. Here at the rear of the truck, we've got my custom wood tailgate. You can see the spare tire. I usually have a Yeti right there. The exhaust, you can see I got to switch up that setup soon, but for now, a 5-inch all the way back is what I've got, just through a black AFE power tip. Rear suspension wise, right now I've just got stock leaf springs with lift blocks and rough country shocks. The next iteration of it, I'm thinking probably some Devers or custom leaf springs with some long travel shackles and some King 2.5 smooth bodies with the remote resis. That's what I've got planned for the rear for now. Eventually, I might want to go a 4-link with trailing arm kind of setup in the back with a coilover and triple bypass. And then eventually I also want to cut out the WFO shock tower and put in a bigger shock tower that I can fit a bypass with and have coilovers and bypasses in the front and the back. Kind of make it sort of Ultra 4-ish, more like some of these higher performance Jeeps. But yeah, that's farther down the road. For now, it's just going to be Devers with long travel shackles and King 2.5 smooth bodies. But yeah, now let's talk about the flaws of the truck. All right, this is a 20-year-old diesel. It's got some flaws. It's got low mileage, which is nice because a lot of the motor's never been touched other than by me. None of the drivetrain has been touched. I got this truck pretty bone stock. The motor is in great shape. It needs a fuel pressure regulator, and then, which is easy, small part, I can get that done myself. I've got an EGR delete kit for it, which I need to install here pretty soon. And then, other than that, the motor is very good. It's got a pretty spicy tune on it, which is going to lead us into our next problem here, which leads us to the transmission. Transmission's got 125,000 miles on it, and like I said, I've got a spicy tune on it, and I do beat this truck a little bit. Transmission's kind of hurting. I don't know which route I want to go with it yet. If I want to just go throw a junkyard tranny in it, or if I want to go built tranny, or try to rebuild this transmission myself. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but for now, that's how it sits. It's drivable, it works. It's just, it slips and it shifts hard. The next problem with this truck, which isn't a problem yet, but it will be eventually, is the stock transfer case. Stock transfer case on this truck, they're notorious for wearing through their cases and leaking out and grenading the transfer case. So eventually I'm going to do a 256 swap, and then it should be bulletproof from there. Then I'll do steel drive lines and all that good stuff. For now, I've got the stock rear drive line, and I'm going to get a custom front drive shaft made. Haven't done that yet. That's coming either tomorrow or the next day. You'll see it in the next video. Now, oh, that's hot. Alright, speaking of the next video, I know I said last week that the next video would be testing this truck, and I have not gotten a front drive shaft in it. That first video took a lot longer than I thought it would, between computers crashing and trying to get this video out. That video took 2 weeks to get out, So this video, hopefully I've solved the problems with this computer and it'll be pretty smooth getting the next couple videos out. The video you see after this one, we will be testing this truck and doing some real crawling and some real off-roading. I plan on doing that either this weekend or early next week, just going out and getting a baseline test on this truck. I'm not going to do anything crazy with it just because the stock transfer case, the transmission, and final review on the WFO 6-inch kit. Oh my god, get out of here. That was a wasp. There's a ton of wasps around here. Alright, so the final review on the WFO 6-inch kit over the last 2 weeks of driving. It's been super smooth, very, very smooth for a solid axle on a full-size truck. It rides amazing. I can feel the rear end not being able to keep up with the front end down the road and on the trail. I have taken it on one camping trip with no front drive shaft, so I haven't been doing anything crazy, but I definitely feel these kings in the washboards. They feel great. It's a great all-around kit, and we're just going to be taking it to that next level. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video, making it all the way to the end. In the next video, we will be testing this truck and figuring out what it can do off-road and how much better that solid axle swap is. I'm going to be posting once a week for here on out. So if you guys enjoy the videos, subscribe. If you like this one, like it. Go watch the last one where we built this truck. And yeah, if you have any questions at all, either DM me on Instagram at ColinRide208 or drop a comment down below. And I will see you in the next one.